Hello guys, NautoAis here, and I'm gonna give a brief thoughts on the Microsoft showcase on Tokyo Game Show 2024. Didn't really watch it. Was like 3 in the morning for me because it's Japan time. However, just like last year, I'm gonna give my thoughts on the whole situation because you gotta give props to Phil Spencer and Microsoft Studio. They did reveal some game that's gonna come for the Xbox, and most of them are Japanese game. Even a game finally from Tecmo Koei, and I'll explain that later. So, some of the interesting one are there are new IP that's going to be on the console. Really interesting. Another one is Overwatch 2 meet My Hero Academia. You can have a skin based on that anime, and I like All Might's idea. That's cool. Battle armor. Maybe that should be something from the anime. Maybe it is. I don't really. I'm an ongoing series, of course. I've been watching it, but that's interesting there. And there are also other things. Now, I did talk about this in a different video, and that is Square Enix finally porting their game on the Xbox. Reboots and Awaken. In that video, I did talk about more what it is. So yes, Trial Mana, Legend of Mana, Final Fantasy Pixel Perfect, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D. They're coming to the Xbox. Good move. Again, more option, maybe get more money. And you might wonder, how come in the past Square Enix were being selective? Well, at the time is they did not want to waste resource. Like, what happened if you put resource on the Xbox and nobody buys that version? Then why even put it there? See, that's the problem. But they're doing the other way around, and it wasn't working. Like I said, Final Fantasy 16 and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth didn't do good because it was in a PlayStation console. And you might say, well, Final Fantasy 7 was on the PlayStation console. Yeah, PlayStation dominated on the 32-bit era. And then the PS2, again, I keep saying this before, the PS2 era dominate the console. That's what's called the PS2 era. The PlayStation 2 dominating the game industry at that era. It is what it is. Can't emulate it with the PS3 because of what happened. That's why we went multi-platform. And it was kind of weird now they're going back to that one. I mean, rumor is that Sony did pay a lot of money for exclusivity. I think it was a bad idea. Maybe it was PlayStation 5 and Steam. It probably would make more sense, but again, when company give you a lot of money, things like that happen. Remember Grand Theft Auto 4 DLC? It was a Microsoft exclusive until a year later. And then there was a rumor they were trying to do that with Grand Theft Auto 5. Rockstar said, nah, no thank you. So anyway, yes, Square Enix games now finally going to the Xbox. And by the time of this recording, Legend of Mana and Trial Mana are on Game Pass if you want to try them. Good game. I can tell you, those are good games. Another one is an Altair game. So, of course, the Nintendo Direct, they showed Altair Yumiya. So, that also is going to be on the Xbox. So, finally, an Altair game on the Xbox. So, same situation probably. If they can't do a little risk, hopefully they'll make money. So, to the Xbox owner, do you want to allow this Japanese game? You got to do the test. That was the same goes with Capcom with Marvel vs. Capcom Collection and Fighting Collection 2. You got to do the test. It's not just a hardware problem. It's also a financial problem. If nobody buys those on the Xbox version, they're not going to put it up. I mean, again, the producer for Ray Natis, the new game from Furyu, published by NIS America, the producer said that the reason there was no Xbox version because there was no demand on the Xbox version in Japan. And even in the West, the majority is really slim. That's why. So there's a lot of work for Phil Spencer to do this. I know another rumor was that, maybe Microsoft's paying them. And if that's true, that is kind of unfortunate for Microsoft. But again, the problem is especially the Japanese company, they don't see Xbox as a vital business, especially in Japan. Nobody buys, to some extent, Xbox in Japan. Maybe in the West, maybe outside of Japan. But the majority of people prefer PlayStation over Xbox. That's why. Maybe it sucks, but if PlayStation do their cards right, then that's what's going to happen. I know, granted, as of right now, unfortunately, different story because of Concord. Now, PlayStation, Sony is doing what people call it the Concord tax, which is doing dumb decisions just to make up the money from Concord. Because what happened was, Horizon Zero Dawn used to be $20 on the PSN store. They made it $40. So if you buy that and then $10 more, oh look, $50. Or if you want the remastered version, $70. Yeah, it's stupid. But the Concord tax really, it sucked them. It sucks everyone. Yeah, Herman Hartz, man, you suck about that. Championing Concord, whatever, I digress. So there you go. At least Microsoft finally having Japanese game on their console. So options are there. Will it help them make money for the company? For Microsoft, maybe. What about for the third-party company? We'll see. And if they're putting up there and they're not getting any returns, then you know that there's a reason why they stopped porting it on the Xbox. Just saying that. But still, kudos to Phil Spencer. There are Japanese game on the Xbox. So there you go. So with that, I'll see you guys later.